Hello once again. This is a bonus vlog for you guys, because I know there are quite a few of you guys who probably have never touched snow in your lives, especially people from Australia like Beth, who's always saying I'll trade you our plus 40-degree temperatures for some of your cold temperatures. But I just wanted to show you guys what it's like to drive here in northern Ontario. Well, this is not even northern Ontario. This is still, I guess, considered central Ontario. This is a 2-lane highway, and the plows have been through, as you can see by the snow banks on either side, and eventually they're going to have to remove that. So on a good day, they'll come by again with probably front-end loaders and pick it up and drop it off the highway, because if we keep getting snow like this, you can only push it so far off the road with the snow plow. So I'm doing about, I don't know, just under 90. For a while there was a section of road where they increased the speed limit to 110 kilometers an hour, and I was doing about 90 through that area, and people were passing me at 110, and you're just like, just shaking your head, just knowing that they're going to pass somebody. Here comes somebody onto the highway. And the worst thing about having somebody in front of you like that is he's going to kick up the snow and create a whiteout for me just like that. So if he spun out right now, it would be hard to tell that he spun out. First of all, I won't be able to see him. So I've dropped down to 80 kilometers an hour to kind of adjust, but I have to watch my ass, because somebody could be doing 110 coming up from behind me and just like drive right into the back of me. So I am hyper aware right now. I'm gonna turn on my back defroster as well. So, my God, again, this is a white knuckle situation where I am gripping the steering wheel very tight. It wasn't like this, I guess maybe 10-20 minutes ago. I've dropped down to about 80 because I want that guy to go. See, look at that, he's right in front of me. I came up on him so fast. Can you see that? And I was doing 80, so he must be, yeah, he was doing 65, so because I'm now down to 65 and we're back up to 70. I'm quite scared to go slower because I just know somebody's just gonna run right up my ass. So I thought I'd bring you on this crazy adventure. The things, oh, is he getting off the highway? What's he doing? Yep, he's getting off the highway. That's good for me. What I'm worried about is, okay, he was looking for an exit. That's why he was going so slow. So now nobody's ahead of me. You know what? There is somebody ahead of me, because that's kicked up snow. Man, that is terrifying, but I gotta get home. I'm trying to be as safe as possible. So it's always nice when you have what they call track bear, where the cars have been moving through this area throughout the snowstorm, and you can actually see the asphalt where the tires are. But it's snowing. Yep, there's a car up there. It's snowing more than there are cars driving through here. And so we're just compacting all that snow on top, and we've created this layer of compact snow which is going to turn to ice. So the snow plows and sanders got to get out here and break that up. So now I'm down to 65 again because this guy ahead of me, is that a pickup truck? I think it is. See, if I was the only one on the road right now, I'd probably be able to see much further. But once again, I just don't want to go slower and have that impatient person who's trying to get somewhere in a hurry drive through the back end of my vehicle. So, to all you people who wonder why us Canadians live in this awful climate, this is what it's like. This is probably the first time in I don't know how many years that I've driven in this kind of condition. So it's not like we drive in this every day. This is just, again, a big storm that's coming through. What's going on, dude? I am freaking out. I'm gonna put on my four-ways. Hopefully that will grab somebody's attention if they are coming up behind me too quick. Oh my God. Yeah, if you live in a hot climate, that's great. We don't. Look at those trees though. It's like, it is absolutely beautiful and stunning, but it's just dangerous right now. Look at those trees off to the right. It's like icing on a cake. A nice frosting. Remember, what were those mini wheats with the wheat on the one side and the frosting on the other side? Yeah, that's what that looks like. So here's another tidbit of information. Yesterday on the way, I wasn't recording at the time, but yesterday on the way up here, I was going through the same situation where I couldn't see ahead of me, and then all of a sudden there was a white trailer being pulled, and it was a big, like, working, it was one of those trailers where you can drive a car into. That's the size of it. So he had two little lights on either side for, you know, his brake lights, his traveling lights on the trailer, but they were thin and just small on the sides down low, and there was nothing on the top. So all of a sudden I could see the top of his trailer just come out of the snowstorm, and it was because he was almost completely stopped. And so I had to, like, brake, and I started sliding really quickly into him, but luckily, you know, everybody's driving on the right side of the road, so I managed to slowly move over to the left, and I continued to brake to stop, because I could see then at that point there were like multiple cars stopped ahead of him. So I just sat beside him and I waved to him, and then I stayed there for a bit until I saw the fire truck coming. And yeah, there's a car behind me now. See, if there is a car behind me and he stays behind me, that'll be awesome, because I know he's there and I don't have to worry about somebody ramming into the back of me now. So I got somebody ahead of me that I can see once in a while, somebody behind me. I just hope that situation doesn't happen like it did yesterday. See, you can barely see his red light until you're right up on top of him. So yeah, I came really close to hitting that guy. See, we're stopping. We are stopping. There's a truck off to the right. I'm not sure. They just have their blinkers on. They're four-ways, they're hazards. I think the truck's just broken down. Yeah, it's not in an accident or anything. But again, if you just were whipping along carelessly, you would run right into that. But luckily I have my coffee. I feel somewhat more safe right now because I can see the vehicle in front of me and there's a car behind me. So that makes me feel so much better. My DEFCON has dropped from a 1 to a 3. And when I get home, I'll be back to DEFCON 5. And the reason I said that is because just recently Carol and I watched War Games with Matthew Broderick from way back in the 80s. It's a fun movie to watch. If you don't know what to watch tonight or tomorrow night or whenever, add that to your to-watch list and you'll enjoy it. It's a fun movie, and to see all the young actors who now are all like 40 years older is kind of cool. And then of course watching the computer technology they had back then, and having to put your phone receiver onto a piece of computer equipment so it kind of fax to so it could talk to the other computers through like fax code or whatever it is. I'd rather crawl home like this, because if something happens, there's not going to be a pile up. Yeah, leave some comments in the comment section below if you live in a crazy hot climate and if you've never driven in a snowstorm like this, because I'm curious. And how many people who watch my vlogs have never touched snow in their whole life, have never been in the climate. And I'm pretty sure there are places in Australia where you can actually go downhill skiing. So there are places in Australia that does get snow. Let me know where those places are and if you've gone. And again, it's always kind of fascinating to meet people and to talk to people who have never ever had snow fall from the sky onto their hands, face, tongue. one of my oldest friends I went to Pickering College with, he was Mexican, and the first year that he came up here to go to school from Mexico City was his first time ever in our climate. And I met him the year after, so he told me the story. He was my roommate for a whole year, and I consider him one of my best friends. I think he lives in like south of Buffalo area. I used to think he lived in New Hampshire. I'm not sure if he filed for being an American or whatever, but he lived in Canada for a long time, and then, or at least he went to school here for 5 years back in the days when you went to school till grade 13. Anyway, I just remember him telling me the story the previous year before of his first time running outside into the snow and just being amazed at this amazing stuff. Anyway, guy, well, wish me luck for the rest of my drive home. If something happens, I'll definitely turn the cameras back on, but I'm going to finish my coffee and then continue to white knuckle my drive home. So you guys be safe, and once again, thanks for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed this little craziness.